Well, greetings from Everquest Footpad. We're here in Cabilis, about to head into the Field of Bone. Going to see what all the hubbub is about on Fangbreaker. I have a level 13 shaman named Watermelons, boxed with a level 13 necromancer named Apricots, and his pet named Apple. So we're kind of going with fruits and vegetables for our character names. Wanted to go over very quickly how to establish yourself, at least early on the server. One thing I was able to do was find a port to the Nexus and a bind in the Nexus. So I can, because I'm a priest classed, I can hit the gate button and go up to the Nexus and sell, set up a buyer and a seller. And one market that I've worked to good effect, let's see, not trader, it's bazaar, is the trade skill market. Let's go ahead and look up Spiderling silks. Okay, and try to cover up the names best I can. There we are. And let's go sort that away. Okay. So we've got about 500 occurrences at 9 plat, 6, 9, 9, and 4 occurrences, or 6, 9, 9. 10, 4 occurrences at 13, and then a majority of our occurrences are between 14 and 15. So I would say the average price for Spiderling silks is about 14. It's probably where the median price would be, right? This is heavily skewed to the left of the distribution. And so I'd imagine the standard deviation on this would be around a plat or a plat and a half. If I were to estimate. So this is a non-normally distributed market. It doesn't really tell you where the prices are moving, but it does tell you where the average is. This past week, the lowest, the nadir value is around 2 plat, 8 gold, and those sold fairly quickly. So if I would recommend, if you see something at that low a price, you're going to have to buy it and maybe wait a few days. Or you actually don't even have to wait at all, and definitely flip that if you can. But if we were to do more than just simple odds calculations and just look at slash faction and recognize the fact that we're in the Lucklin era and that we have access to a bazaar. It's a huge, powerful tool. And we see this guy, Mr. Lord Inquisitor Seru. If you want to do damage to this guy, again, you can only kill him in the Lucklin era, which we are. If you want to do damage to him, you got to get a Seru Bane. If you want to do melee DPS, needs a Seru Bane, and you have to make a no trade item. All right, you can't trade a Seru Bane, so that means anyone that wants to do melee DPS to this guy needs a Seru Bane, and you need 150 blacksmithing. And in order to get your blacksmithing up to a level 150, you need to make plate armor. And one of the sub-combines for plate armor is leather paddings. So let's look up leather paddings. And one of the ingredients in leather paddings are Spiderling silks. So let's look up leather paddings. Okay. So you can see the average is around 621. We've got 621 in stock, about 47 plat per. Okay. So you can tell a huge demand for leather paddings. But Spiderling silks are an ingredient for this sub-combine. They're an ingredient for the sub-combine. So what that tells you is there's a huge demand for these trade skilled items. So if you're level 1, let me go ahead and close this. If you're just starting out on this server and you need money for gear and spells and you just want to play the game, you're going to need some money to get you started. So I'm going to show you how to do this. I'll show you where the spider caves are. And just show you how I do it. And I'm teamed up with my necromancer named Apricots. Right now my necromancer is just outside. He's just outside Kern's Tower. But here we are, entrance to Cabilis East. We enter the Field of Bone. Go to these spider caves up here, right here. And the cool thing about these spiderlings is they have a very fast respawn timer. I imagine someone's probably working that camp right now, but you can easily work it alongside a buddy. So probably not going to get a lot of trolling over a spiderling cave. But yeah, I was able to get Watermelon's a complete set of banded gear, some priest class appropriate jewels, and Valium Warhammer, so he has a magical item, so he can beat up a ghoul, for example. You know, he's level 13, has 1300 plat. That's not bad for a level 13. You know, I don't think you'd see that on, you know, within 1 week on. I don't think you'd be able to see that within 1 week on like a Project 1999 server, because you'd have to find a way to get your character to the East Common Lands tunnel, not get killed, and then you'd have to just stay there and work that market. Let's see here, I probably missed the, yeah, it's right here. You have to stay there and work that market. Yeah, yeah, nobody's here. Yeah, untapped reservoir. So see all these little spiderlings, right? Yeah, you kill one of them. They have a super fast, I don't know why I'm dotting them, but they have a super fast respawn timer. This land is saturated with an unstable magic, which has drawn many creatures here with exceptional rarity. Okay, okay, so that means we might have some names. One thing I like doing is just coming here with a enchanter and just tashing everything and have the pet kill everything. So that's kind of how I do with my shaman, or with my necromancer rather. So my shaman just kind of sits out while my necromancer does all the killing. Boom. Okay, these guys haven't dropped anything. But anyways, the respawn timer is so fast that these are the guys you want just outside Cablis. So what I did was I just leveled on these guys. I didn't go into the field of bone at all. Got us about a couple hundred Spiderling silks. Got up to the bazaar, sold everything, got myself a complete set of armor. Was able to get all my spells. I think 1300 plat should get me well into like my mid-20s in terms of buying spells. And I think that the market for these sub-combines for making plate armor is still going to continue to be high while we're still in the Luckland era, because you're going to get some more people coming to the game. And if you just go back to the bazaar, and we look at Spiderling silk again. There you go. And again, I'm going to try to cover up the names. Let's see here. Boom. Inventory. /PAZ. Boom. Bear with me. I'm very rusty at my video making skills. All right. So if we just look at the amount, we're not looking at the price. We're just looking at the quantity. All right. I think it'll take about 3,000 Spiderling silks total to get to a 150 skill. So if you think about the number of combines and sub-combines you have to do to get your blacksmithing up to a non-trivial value, to where making the Cerebane would be non-trivial, and you've got a very high percentage chance of making the Cerebane. There isn't even enough Spiderling silks on the current market to get one player to 150. So what that tells me is the demand for these silks are going to rise. It's going to either rise or stay high. If we look at low quality animal pelts. These cougar skins, these bear skins, let's just move this over a little bit and see how much they're selling for. A low quality skins sell quite well. Really, you're looking for bear, 5 apiece, cat, 10 apiece. So if we just, Rockhopper would sell, so let's just look up Rockhopper. Rockhopper is probably the best place to go. So I would go to the moon and just hunt rockhoppers like crazy. But you can see 8 plat, 8 to 24. So I believe the average will be somewhere in here. Somewhere around 12. So yeah, the demand for these trade skilled ingredients are going to stay high. So I would say if you need money, you don't necessarily have to buy Chrono. Just work the trade skill markets. I believe Chrono, the current price is about 15,000. So if you wanted to work a Chrono market with trade skills, I think you technically could. Oh, look, someone's already working this. Look at all these dead spiders. So yeah, someone's has this idea. Um, so yeah, I think if you want to get established on a new server, work these trade skill markets. I think this is the way to do it. As far as whether Fangbreaker is going to last, go the distance, I don't think anybody really knows. I think some people are kind of dismissing it. Some people are giving it a chance. I think it's an interesting idea. You have to wait a very long time between like level caps and stuff. So, but I think for the casual gamer, I think it might offer some unique advantages, and I think there is a vehicle for low level characters to make enough money to where they don't have to work a chrono market or they don't have to be power leveled or what have you. So I think it does offer some opportunities for people that might bring people back to the game. But yeah, I think it was enjoyable. I haven't played this game in quite some time, and it's definitely good to make videos. Let me know what you think in the comments if you have any. Take care, everybody. Bye.